We're celebrating our 666th anniversary this year, which is very synonymous with the history of the house and the connotations that we have with the devil appearing here. The legend goes back to the mid-1700s. They were entertaining guests one night and received a knock on the door by a dark, handsome, tall stranger. He'd been on a ship that had been caught in a bad storm here. This ship that he was on came into Slade Harbour, came out of the darkness, and apparently just one man, this dark, tall, handsome stranger, got off, and he was searching for shelter on the peninsula. He ended up at Loftus Hall. So when he rapped on the door and told the butler Dudley his story of woe, he invited him in. He was very charming, and the family were very taken with him, especially the youngest daughter, Lady Anne. She fell madly in love with him. He was invited to stay for as long as he wished because everybody was charmed and really pleased with this gentleman turning up on their doorstep. But unfortunately, one night when he was here, they were playing cards in the infamous card room. Lady Anne dropped a card and she went to pick it up, noticed that the dark stranger had kicked off his shoes, and instead of regular feet there, he had cloven hoofs. She screamed in terror, and he realised at that stage he'd been identified as the devil that he truly was. He flew into a fiery rage and he shot through the ceiling in the card room, never to return, or so we hope. After Lady Anne had that experience, she fell into a state of deep unconsciousness. And poor Lady Anne, because she was behaving very manically, she was behaving quite like an animal, she was hissing, spitting, attacking people. They actually locked her away in a room here at Loftus Hall for the remainder of her days. Now that actually panned out to be about 10 years in total. So it was a long, long time to be locked up. Now with this, she got more and more mad and unstable, and unfortunately she did eventually pass away here at Loftus Hall. Many people believe then, and still believe today, that her spirit remained on here, and Lady Anne is one of the main ghosts associated with the hall and has been seen and experienced throughout the years since the mid-1700s. So there have been experiences of people knowing that they've locked the door to their bedroom, and then they felt a heavy, almost dog-like presence weight on them when they're in bed. Other people have actually seen a locked door open silently, close, and a beautiful young lady in stiff brocaded silk dress passing through the room and into a wardrobe in the corner. But even on our day tours, people pick up on things and experience certain things. And we've actually got to the stage where we have a paranormal activity log that we keep at reception so that people can actually record what they've experienced. And there is generally trends that run through the house. There's certain things that people always pick up on in the house here. So it's quite fascinating when you really look into it. And we have great fun at Halloween. I mean, we have lots of people who come back year on year because they just enjoy being here at that time of year.